Hello, everybody. Coach Ted here. Another episode of Living Fully with ADHD. I'm excited to be here with you today. I don't know, scheduling these Facebook Live videos seems to be a little beyond me. I keep saying, oh, I'm going to do it. You know what? It's kind of procrastination, and I should know better. It's one of my areas I know a lot about. I teach about it, but I'm also subject to it. So sorry if I have misled anybody that you expected to see me on Sunday. I did on Saturday. I did say I'd be here tomorrow. So I'm gonna. I don't know. I gotta come up. I think I gotta come up with a schedule and say, okay, that's what I'm gonna do it. So last about perspective and how important it is to be clear about the perspective that you have in terms of how you're the point of view you're holding in your life, at any particular time. And I gave an exercise of how to look at and shift the perspective that you're holding to one that's more powerful, one that is more supportive of what you want to create. So today I want to talk about something that's kind of in the same ballpark as that, and this is the power of language. And I mean particularly the power of language to affect what you manifest in your life, the results that you have, how well you do in achieving your goals, how successful you are. So I'm a big believer in how powerful the words we use, whether we're saying them out loud or just to ourselves inside our mind, how important those are. And the way I understand the kind of the brain and the mind works is that our subconscious, which is really the part of us that kind of drives the boat, drives the car, is always listening to what we're saying and is taking its cues from it. So if our words are negative, we're doubtful, we're complaining, then our subconscious hears that and says, oh, well, I guess things aren't going too well. That's what Ted wants. So I'll give him more of that, more of the same. So if you're talking about it, your subconscious thinks that's what you want. So how you speak is really important. So words. What about certain words? Well, try. That's a great word to avoid. You may remember in Star Wars, you may not be old enough to remember Star Wars, but in Star Wars, Yoda says at some point, try, there is no try, only do or not do. So if you're talking about, well, I'm going to try that, that's a very weak way of talking. How about I will commit to doing that, or just I will do that. So your subconscious hears, I will do that, and says, oh, okay, that's what we're going to do, and it helps produce that result. If it hears, I'm going to try to do that, well, it's not so sure that's what you really want. You may get it and you may not. Should, could, would, should, must, have to, ought to. Those are words that don't go over very well in our subconscious. Doesn't like them. It's, may have heard the term should, don't should on yourself. So that's part of kind of being kind in talking in a positive way. So again, rather than I should do that, I will do that. Instead of I must do that, I choose to do that. So choosing what we do is really an important part of being successful and having what we want. So those are some examples of language and how it can impact us. Another thing to avoid is talking in the negative when you want a positive result. So a really good example of that is, don't forget to do that to yourself or to somebody else. Well, your subconscious hears, forget to do that. It doesn't hear the not. I don't know why. That seems to be the way it works. So when you say, don't forget that, it hears, forget that. And that's the result you get. So instead say, remember that, or I'm going to remember that. So it doesn't hear the negative. And one final thing I want to talk about, your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's made up. So that's why affirmations work. Because it says, when I say I am a strong and capable man or coach, it says, we're strong and capable. So it acts that way. So there are other examples, but I think that's all I'm going to do today. So watch what you say or watch what you think. It has a big impact on the results you have in your life. So if you have any questions about that, please leave a comment. I'll be happy to address those in a future video. And love to have you like the video, share it with somebody that you think would find it useful. So that's it for today. Talk to you again soon. See, I'm not going to make a promise. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.